So I guess my last thing for you, Brandon, is when you get this job and you go to work for Goldman, you're moving to New York, right?
Yeah.
So are we saying goodbye to Philly, and what has like this time in Philly meant to you? Try to end it on a nice emotional, note for all the Philly people.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move to New York full time. Actually, probably in about a week.
Wow.
But Philly will always be home, man. I don't think I could have maximized my 8 years better here.
I think that's probably right.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I don't think anybody could argue with that.
The Eagles and Penn, it's hard to beat that, right?
But I don't know, man. Philly means everything to me, man. Like the fans, the city, the coaches, the players. I'm forever grateful for my time here. It really does, mean everything. And I felt like, I kind of got my start in Houston, but I became who I was when I came to Philly. And, Philly is known to be a blue collar city where you work hard, you give it your all consistently. And I thought that, really fit me over the course of my career and as I go into my next, career. Philly holds you accountable, man. I couldn't ask to play in another city where they hold you accountable and, they want to see you work hard and, they want to see you win. And I think in sports, that's what it is about. And I think hard work and being consistent gets you to winning consistently. And so being here, man, it taught me toughness. It taught me how to, go through trials and tribulations, man. And it taught me how to hold myself accountable when I do, stumble or fall, if something doesn't go my way to, get back up and keep going. So, Philly will always be home. I'll always love Philly. And, I'll definitely be back. It's not, goodbye. It's just, just a different transition in my career. But I'll definitely be back, to Philly. I'll definitely, stop back by. And, Philly will always be home. I'll always, be an Eagles fan. I'll always bleed green and, try to represent the city to the best of my abilities no matter where I go.
If I can sneak one thing in on that topic, there's a famous quote from Fred Shero, the former Flyers coach in 1974, Game 6, says, win today, walk together forever. And then you hear this expression when a team wins a Super Bowl, he'll never have to buy a beer in the city again, right? What's it like? If you can tell the audience, what's it like being a Super Bowl champion in Philadelphia? Is that true that like that continues with you wherever you go? When someone passes by you at park and says that's the starting guard,
Yes, but I think
I don't get mad when you have to actually pay for a beer.
No. I don't think as players we really understood how much a Super Bowl meant to the city. And what I mean by that is, it wasn't the Super Bowl win. Like it felt good, and you see the confetti falling, and like all that, and that's great. But I think it really hit me how much it meant to the city, and it was bigger than football. The day of the parade, you saw a lot of people crying. You saw a lot of people, spilling their family's ashes out, and you see, especially older people, like, basically I could finally die in peace seeing a Super Bowl win. And I always knew how important sports was to Philly from this. And this was in 2016 when I first got here at Cleveland Browns game. A fan came down and said, I wasn't going to take my kids to Disney World, but instead I came to the Eagles game. I don't know if any other city you're going to hear something like that. And that always stuck in my head, how important sports, are in Philly and how intertwined sports are, with the city of Philly and fans, worldwide. And I think that to me, let me know that I play a game, but this is important. This is important to a lot of people. And so as I'm out here, every snap and every game, I need to hold myself accountable and play as if I was some of the fans, that are in the stands, seeing some of these things, man. So I think the Super Bowl, was great, but I think coming back here and celebrating it with the fans, let us know how important, it was for the city and how long the city had been, waiting on a championship, man. And so I think that in itself let me know how special it was.
We all silly like the mayor.